Let's say you prepared your application, you submitted your documents, and now you're walking into your USCIS immigration interview. For many people, this is the most stressful part of the entire immigration process, and unfortunately, it's also where many strong cases go wrong. Today, I will explain 5 critical mistakes you should avoid at your USCIS immigration interview, why these mistakes can happen, and how avoiding them can make a real difference in the outcome of your case. Hi, if you don't know me, my name is Remzi Kulen. I am an immigration attorney with more than 20 years of experience helping individuals and families successfully navigate the US immigration system and USCIS procedures. I have attended thousands of USCIS immigration interviews with my clients. Luckily, I don't have denials. However, some clients come to me after their case has been filed and after they are denied at the interview. So I've seen strong cases delayed and sometimes denied because of avoidable mistakes made during the USCIS interview itself. The interview is not just a formality. It is a critical moment where USCIS decides whether they trust the information in your case. Let's talk about the mistakes. Mistake number 1, not telling the truth. This is the most serious mistake of all. Lying, exaggerating, hiding information, or giving half-truths during a USCIS immigration interview can have permanent consequences. It is extremely important to share the full truth with your attorney before the interview, even if you think something is embarrassing, minor, or happened a very long time ago. Your attorney can only protect you if they know the full story. USCIS officers are trained to identify inconsistencies. Untruthful statements, even though they are small, can lead to a denial, a finding of misrepresentation, or a permanent bar from all future immigration benefits. If you do not know the answer to a question, it is always better to say, "I don't know" or "I don't remember" than to guess or make something up. Honesty is not optional in USCIS immigration proceedings. It is essential. Mistake number 2, not reviewing your application before the interview. Many people walk into their USCIS interviews without reviewing the forms they have submitted months or even years earlier. This is a very common and very dangerous mistake. The USCIS officer has your entire application in front of them. And not only this application, but if you have filed anything before, they also have access to that information. They expect your answers to match exactly what was previously filed. Dates, addresses, employment history, marital history, and travel history must all be consistent. Even small discrepancies can raise red flags with USCIS, even when there is no bad intent. Of course, if there's an update on your forms or if there's any information entered incorrectly into the forms, you always have a chance to correct them by making an explanation during your USCIS interview. Always review your application carefully before your USCIS immigration interview so you are familiar with what was submitted in your name. Many clients think, "My marriage is real, so I don't need to review everything," but that mindset can create serious problems. USCIS forms ask for very specific information, including your last 5 years of employment, addresses, travel history, and other details. If you do not review your forms carefully before the interview, you may answer questions incorrectly, even unintentionally. Then these incorrect answers can create inconsistencies between your interview responses and what was already submitted to USCIS, which can raise red flags and delay or even jeopardize your case. That's why preparing for the interview and reviewing every detail of your application is very important. Don't forget, officers expect you to be prepared for the interview. Mistake number 3, over-explaining or volunteering extra information. More information is not always better at a USCIS immigration interview. Answer the question that is asked and only that question. Many people get nervous and start explaining more than necessary. Unfortunately, volunteering extra details can unintentionally create new issues or lead to additional questioning by the USCIS officer that was never required. Clear, honest, and direct answers are usually the best approach. If the officer needs more information, they will ask for it and you will have a chance to explain yourself. Mistake number 4, not taking the interview seriously. A USCIS immigration interview is not a casual conversation. How you dress, how you speak, and how you behave all matter. I have seen cases negatively affected by being late to a USCIS interview, dressing inappropriately, acting dismissive or unprepared, making jokes during serious questions, couples being overly touchy, or treating the USCIS interview too casually. Your behavior should reflect that you understand the seriousness of the USCIS adjudication process. Treat the interview with professionalism and respect. This helps establish credibility and trust with USCIS. Mistake number 5, going to the interview without proper preparation or legal guidance. Many people assume that if their case seems simple, they do not need preparation or legal advice before a USCIS immigration interview. This is often a costly mistake. Even straightforward cases can raise unexpected issues during a USCIS interview. Prior immigration history, previous denials, criminal records, unlawful presence, or inconsistencies can surface without warning. Proper preparation and in some cases legal representation can help you anticipate USCIS concerns, respond correctly, and avoid serious problems. One common myth is if you go to a USCIS interview with a lawyer, your case will be deemed weak. That is entirely untrue. In fact, maybe the opposite is applicable. For example, if you are not represented by an attorney, an officer may think that an attorney did not represent you because they didn't believe in the case. Or in some instances where officers have complex questions about legal or factual points, then they can choose to communicate with the lawyer and resolve the issues correctly and even faster. So here's the final thoughts on this. Your USCIS immigration interview is not just another step in the process. It is a critical moment that can determine the outcome of your case. Avoiding these 5 mistakes can significantly improve your chances of success with USCIS. Preparation, honesty, and understanding the process are key. And don't forget, if you are going to talk to an attorney, it is better that you talk beforehand than after getting denied. You have more options and more chances to get the case approved before the interview. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more practical immigration guidance and USCIS related legal insights. If you have any questions, please write it in the comment section below and I will try to respond to them as much as I can. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video.